to Late Shift. I'm your host, Mary Sampey. Today we are on location at Ruvo's Italian Restaurant. And we've been going around to different restaurants here in our area, but today we're here for a little bit of a different and special reason. We're going to be talking about a fundraiser that Anthony Ruvo and friends are going to be putting together for a very, very special and worthy cause. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about it.
Hunger exists in every county in America. More than 1 in 5 children are at risk. Armstrong continues to create awareness in our communities through Breaking Bread, our initiative to provide resources to food pantries and soup kitchens. Here's how to help. Stop by your local Armstrong office and donate non-perishable food items. Attend special Breaking Bread events held in your area, or volunteer at your local food bank. For more information, visit us on Facebook at Armstrong One Wire and click the Breaking Bread tab.
Hi, and welcome back to The Late Shift. I'm your host, Mary Sampey, and we are here today at Ruvo's Italian Restaurant. Now, as I said, usually when we come to restaurants, we're going to talk to the owner and talk about what makes their food great, but we're here for a very different and special reason today. We're here to talk about a fundraiser that Anthony Ruvo, the owners of Ruvo's Italian Restaurant, decided to put on here at Ruvo's on Saturday, December 8th, as just a way to give back to the community and to give back to a very special family. So joining us is that family, and we have Jhett here and his mom Lacey. So thank you so much for being here. And Jhett, how old are you?
6.
6. And what grade are you in?
First.
You're in first grade, and you go to a very special school that I know. What school do you go to?
Culinary Catholic.
That's right. And who's in your class that's a little bit crazy, who I know?
Alice.
Oh, Alice. Oh, yes. Wow, we like Alice too. But think of someone else that starts with an A. My niece.
Yeah.
Anna May. Is she silly? Does she make you laugh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you like about Conaria?
I like about math.
Mm-hmm. Well, you like to do math. That's very good. And what about your friends?
I have lots of friends.
Good. You have lots of friends at school. I see you at school all the time. It seems like you have lots of friends. So, Lacey, tell me a little bit about Jhett. Tell me about his story and why we're going to be doing this.
He was diagnosed with Perthes disease in April of this year. He was having some issues walking for about 6 months or so, and we couldn't quite get a diagnosis. But we finally figured it out when they did a hip x-ray. And basically with Perthes, the blood flow quits to the ball of the hip. And so that makes that degenerate away, and it makes a real soft spot that we have to protect. And hopefully it will all grow back on its own, and we won't need surgery, but we're just not so sure. A lot of kids require at least maybe one surgery, but we're hoping, we pray that he won't need any surgery. But right now we have him, he is not to be weight bearing on his leg to protect that soft spot. So, and that is why we use the wheelchair, and he uses crutches sometimes. And we're just trying to protect as much of his hip that we can until we notice that it's starting to grow back. And as that grows back, he may be able to do a little bit more walking and stuff.
Yeah, and I watch you all the time. I was watching you this summer because I work for Father Bob, so we had our vacation Bible school, and you came, you had a blast that week. And so tell me a little bit about some of the challenges that you have with your wheelchair and your crutches.
It's kind of hard to roll these.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm going to get my hand stuck in the brakes.
Yeah.
It's
And I'm
really
gonna hit
big.
him.
It's
Yeah,
big and bulky. And your arms
Yeah.
probably get tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do people help you at school?
Yes.
That's nice. How does that make you feel when they help you?
I'm good.
Yeah. And you try to do everything just like all the other kids, don't you? What kind of things do you do, like at gym, when you really want to play? How do you just get in there with all of them?
I run with my crutches.
Yeah, yeah, you do. Yeah. 'Cause you
Stuff
wanna
he's
have
not
fun.
supposed to do.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
I know, because you want to have fun, don't you?
It's hard to restrict a 6-year-old from
Especially a little boy.
being on his feet.
For sure. So the really cool connection here is that the Ruvo's daughter is also in 1st grade at Con Area, and Anthony really wanted to give back to the community in a really special way this Christmas. So he just randomly messaged me and said, why don't we get together tomorrow and we can talk about some kind of fundraiser. And so it was really crazy. We just kind of got together. I called you and we said we want to raise money for Jhett. So what are we exactly going to be raising money for Jhett?
So we are raising money for a chair that will fit him. It is called a Zippy Zone, so he can zip right around. It'll have a special cushion to help his hips and stuff stay aligned, as well as a back piece that will keep him sitting so that his hip is protected even while he's going. Say you go over a bump, between the cushion and the back piece that they're recommending for it, it'll keep him nice and protected. It'll be nice and compact and small. His legs will fit right on it. He won't have to stick his legs out. He'll be closer to the ground actually, and he can just move. It's about as wide as he is. It's just more compact and he can get more places, and it'll be so much lighter. This thing, we weighed it, it weighs almost 40 pounds. Wow. So he pushes around 40 pounds all day.
About as much as you weigh.
Yes.
I weigh 40 pounds actually.
The new wheelchair will be made out of aluminum that they make aircrafts out of. So it may exceed 12 pounds. That's it. So he won't be as tired. He won't struggle so much. His shoulders and stuff will be in line with the wheels so that it won't hurt his neck and his back so much. We won't experience so many headaches, hopefully. So we're just hoping for some more comfort for him.
Holds like right here.
Yep, he's got some cool grips on it so that it'll protect his hands. He can't get them stuck in the brakes or anything. So
I bet you're really looking forward to your new chair. When do you think it's going to be ready?
In a month.
Wow, that's exciting. That's like a Christmas present, isn't it?
really hoping for Christmas, but they're telling us maybe the week after. But maybe Santa will pull through with it before Christmas.
Maybe that will happen. Well, speaking of Santa,
skip that day.
Skip Christmas. Okay,
And then
maybe.
he'll come on that day.
Maybe he will come on that
Somebody
day.
gets to skip school a day to go pick it up.
Oh, skipping school is always fun. This is only when it's a really important reason. Well, I have a very special guest here for you, so why don't we bring him out?
Who's that?
She just waked up.
Why, Jhett? How are you doing? You're looking pretty sharp today. Can I put this over here?
Sure.
How are you doing?
What do you think, Jhett? Do you know you're going to be seeing Santa
Who's that?
I see you today. You're looking good, bud. How you feel?
Good.
Get your hair all combed up today because you're going to be on TV, right?
Well, we had to get a special haircut for his TV debut.
And look at did you tie that bow tie yourself or did somebody help you?
Help me.
Your mom helped you? Okay. So, how are you doing?
Good.
Bet you're wondering how I knew you were here, huh?
Yeah. You were always watching.
Well, I am, but I also have some special elves who live in the city. And you can't tell who they are because they can look just like Mary or your mom, or they can look like the big guy over there taking the pictures, or it could look like anybody. It could look like you. and the head elf in this sector called me directly on my hotline.
Whoa.
And it lit up like that. And I said, uh-oh, something's going on. And he said, Mr. Big Guy, we need you to come to Connellsville before Christmas. He said, we're having a problem and we need your help. And I thought to myself, well, if the big guy is calling me direct on my own hotline, see, it's my own hotline, if he's calling me direct, it's got to be really important. And I found out that you need a special wheelchair. And this wheelchair is not something that we make at the North Pole. We make a lot of toys, and we make a lot of things that you play with, but we don't do very much with wheelchairs. So we're going to be involved in seeing if we can't get some other people to help us get this wheelchair. Is that all right with you?
Yes.
And we're going to have an event, and Mary, would
Yes. So Santa's going to actually be helping us with our event, and it's going to be on Saturday, December 8th from 2 to 6 right here at Ruvo's. And Anthony Ruvo is taking it upon himself. He's going to be cooking a lot of amazing food that they have here to sell for Jhett. All of the proceeds that we make are going to be going toward Jhett and his family for his wheelchair and any other medical expenses that you guys are going to be needing. And we're also going to have Santa here. And I know usually when you go to the mall and you take pictures with Santa, it can be kind of expensive, but we're doing a very special deal that Santa's going to have just for us. For all of the boys and girls that want to come and get their picture taken with Santa. And we're also going to have not only hot food, but we're also going to be selling from some snacks. And our Con area friends, all of your friends and from your school and their mommies and daddies are going to come.
it's going to be a wonderful thing. What do you think? So you're going to tell all your friends to come see you? Come see me?
Yeah.
Tell them to bring your parents.
Yeah, you know what? I want to sign autographs.
Oh, sign autographs. That's a great idea.
You're going to sign autographs. Well, if you sign autographs, I'll sign my name right underneath them.
That's a great idea, Santa. Well, we're not only going to have the food here, and we're going to have people from your school here to help sell some snacks.
In my class.
In your class, yeah. A lot of your friends want to come help. And we're going to have a fire, and we're going to have it outside. There's a back patio here as well. We're going to have it all decorated with music and a fire pit and singing carols, and Santa will be here, and we'll be selling food, and we're going to have raffle baskets available. So everyone in Connellsville and beyond is invited to come down to Ruvo's for that event on December 8th.
Are you going to tell us and Santa what color you picked, or are you keeping it a secret?
You pick.
I picked.
Color you picked for your wheelchair.
What color did you pick?
You have to guess.
Red.
Telling us he's going to
Green.
keep it a big secret,
Blue.
so.
Yellow.
It's part yellow.
A pretty yellow.
Yellow.
A part.
Part yellow.
Part of it's
and
yellow.
orange.
Nope.
Okay, it's purple. Yellow and purple. It's yellow and fuchsia.
No.
Tell us what it is.
Tell us what color you picked and why.
like Steelers?
Yep.
Black and gold for
Black
the
and
Pirates.
gold. No, I mentioned black earlier.
He
Black
really
and
likes
gold,
baseball
all right.
and watching the Pirates,
Go
so.
Steelers. Go Penguins. Go Pirates.
So we're hoping once it comes, we're going to put some cool decals on his wheel.
And this chair is not something that you could just go get. Tell us a little bit about how the chair was made. It's specially made for him, isn't it? That's why we need to raise money for it, because
Everything
this
is
isn't just a chair
specially
you can get.
calculated and made. We went to the Children's Institute in Pittsburgh, and he was specially fitted. They measured his legs, different parts of his legs, how he sits, and how he should sit with a therapist, a PT therapist there. And they calculated everything.
They took a long time.
There's a wheelchair engineer that we have to work with. It took over an hour to measure everything and figure out what we needed. So.
Well, and I almost forgot. Our friends from Kickstand are also going to be here. We had the Kickstand Kitchen on the show a few weeks ago, and they're going to be also making some food for our event. So we have lots of people, and we have other businesses that are going to be donating lots of really cool baskets to raffle off. And so there's a lot of people who really care about you and your family.
Jhett has always wanted to collect toys to take to the hospital to give kids who don't get to come home for Christmas. So this year we're gonna, when you come to the event, we're asking everyone if they would like to donate a new toy that we could deliver to the hospital to be delivered to the kids that are there on Christmas, since they were contemplating him having surgery over Christmas, and he was really worried that he would be in the hospital for Christmas. So we got good news that he doesn't have to have surgery. So he wants to give back to the kids who can't come home this year. So
That's wonderful.
So we're going to
What if
collect
you
some
had to? It'd
toys
be
and
very
deliver down to
important.
the children's hospital for the kids who just can't come home. They'll get a special treat from Jhetts fundraiser.
Wonderful.
Okay.
That's wonderful for you to think of other boys and girls. Well, thank you for being here, Santa.
It's my pleasure.
Yes, and we will see you on December 8th, and we will see you guys on December 8th. And come out to Ruvos on December 8th from 2 to 6 so that we can support this amazing cause for Jhett and his new wheelchair.